Welcome back. You are watching CNBC-TV18 and our focus today is on India's electric vehicle ecosystem and on Ola Electric. Ola Electric, which is leading the electric vehicle market in two-wheelers right now. The company has just increased prices in the range of 10 to 12,000 rupees across its model range, and this will be across India. And there could be some differences because of the subsidy structure in your city. But this price increase has happened because the government has recently slashed subsidies for electric two-wheelers from 40% of the vehicle cost to 15% of the vehicle cost. And all electric vehicle makers are evaluating a price increase at the moment. Bajaj Auto had told us yesterday that this slashing of subsidies could retard growth for some extent, at least for a few months. Let's ask Ola Electric, what are their plans in terms of production, whether the slashing of subsidies will reduce their growth that they have been seeing over the last few months, and their plans for an IPO in early 2024, as is being speculated in the media. Joining us right now is the company's CFO, Arun Kumar. Arun, thank you very much for joining us. Let me begin by asking you about the news coming in. Ola revising prices. What has been the percentage increase, and will you be taking more increases in the coming months?
I think the first thing I want to share with you, Parikshit, is that as we are in the market in the last 3 months, right, when we meet customers, when we talk to our customers, one thing is very, very clear in electric. It is absolutely at an inflection point in the market. So the customers are, a year ago, were curious about electric. They wanted to test the products, ride the products, drive the products. But today, it's an absolutely real decision. We want brand X or brand Y, or absolutely understand what is the cost of ownership between an ICE and an electric. So the revolution is on, and the inflection point is absolutely on. So all these discussions we tend to have, FAME has been reduced, or will there be a price increase or a decrease? What happens to the overall? It's only one direction where this market is going. It is absolutely exponential volume growth because consumers have clearly started preferring electric to ICE vehicles. So the current FAME discussion that is going on live, I think is in absolutely the right direction. The government has done its bit. It has seeded the industry. It has encouraged the customers. It has created the habit, and it has been an equal partner with OEMs like ourselves in ensuring that the penetration and the inflection point arrives. When we all see that the point has arrived, the next thing that is normal is phasing out of subsidies, and in a manner that the government has chosen an intelligent manner to phase it down, and it will not last forever. So the onus is on the manufacturers and the OEMs to ensure that they have the right supply chains and right cost structures and the right product features so that the customer experience and safety is always the primary in the minds of the OEMs. And given that this is a revolution where there is no stopping back at all, it's important that the players who have not yet launched electric vehicles, it's an absolute wake-up call to the entire industry that the revolution is happening, get ready and get fit or fast. So we really welcome the move. There is a price increase. It will have no impact on the volumes is our base case.
Okay, so you're saying it won't have an impact on your volumes, but could you give us the revised prices of Ola electric scooters across the country? We have been getting to know that the price increase will be in the range of 10 to 12,000. What will be the exact percentage increase? How much will the scooters cost now?
You heard broadly right, and it's a very nominal price increase, if at all. The more important thing for me is that during this next 6 months, we are now an absolute full house on the scooters, right? As far as we are concerned, there are another 3 models coming out in the market. One of them is already announced, which is S1 Air, which is being delivered by the end of June. We will start production mid-June and start deliveries, which is an extremely anticipated model. We're already sitting on close to 100,000 pre-bookings. And S1 Air is a game-changing product because very clearly it addresses the mid-market range in terms of price. And if you take the cost of ownership versus an ICE brand, which is the biggest selling brand today at that price range, then it's a hands-down winner, right? Because even if you take a EMI, 2/3 of the EMI is automatically funded by savings in fuel costs. So the cost of ownership is so low for the customer, and the customer has already adopted electric as a way. Today in India, 1 out of every 5 scooters is an electric scooter that's being sold. In a place like Bangalore or Pune, it's almost 1 out of every 2 scooters. So that's how it is. The other 2 products that I talked about will address other price points, and we will certainly share them at the right time. What is also aware in the market is that we are ready with our motorcycles. So these will be announced at the right time, and you will see that early 2024 will be the year of motorcycles, right? Which really means by the time we are addressing the complete TAM of 20 million vehicles, and with the penetration and the revolution, which is absolutely real, it's going to be absolutely customer-centric, contemporary industry that is maturing very fast.
Right. So you're saying 2 more products, apart from the 3 that you have in your portfolio right now, for 2023, and in 2024 will be the year of motorcycles for Ola Electric. Coming to IPO plans, widely speculated in the media since yesterday, early 2024, Ola Electric is going to come with an IPO. Could you give us a sense of the kind of valuation you're looking for, Arun, and what will be some of the deciding factors before you go in for this exercise?
See, I will not comment on such speculation, right? But typically, when companies like ourselves attain scale, and what is also well known is that we are launching a Gen 2 of the production range, which is significantly far more cost efficient than the Gen 1 platform, as well as more energy efficient. All my current products, as well as S1 Air, will transition into Gen 2 from mid-June, as I mentioned earlier. So when companies reach scale, and there's a revolution in this space, when people see that volumes will be compounding exponentially rather than sort of a run rate of volumes, then and with impending profitability, say in EBITDA level profitability, then all these kind of things always lead to such rumors and speculation. So it is not appropriate to comment on it, but it is indicative of the strength of the company, and such speculation tends to happen. So if and when there are any solid plans, we will absolutely be the first to share it with the regulatory authorities first, the media next, and our stakeholders and investors at large next.
But the plan is being seriously evaluated at the management level for 2024 for an IPO?
See, these are not things we can comment on whether seriously evaluated or not. Every company at any point of time will evaluate capital actions, they will evaluate M&As, they will evaluate business development, partnerships. So it's a normal thing in a company, right? The issue is not what happens inside the company. The issue is if and when a company decides, it has to formally communicate it first to regulatory authorities. So we should never speculate about these things in the media or otherwise.
All right. My final question, Arun, give us a sense of what are you expecting from FAME 3? Right now, the extension that has happened, the additional allocation of 1,500 crores for electric two-wheelers, that is till March 2024. FAME ends next year. What has been your recommendation to the government when it comes to the next stage of subsidies for electric vehicles?
Well, the first question
that is if there is a FAME 3.
Yeah, I was just going to answer your question with the same comment, right? Firstly, do we need a FAME 3 is the first question. Second question is we don't know if there is a FAME 3. Third is if FAME 3 is not there, it's fine. If FAME 3 is fine, very good. So the larger point here is not about fame. The larger point here is about different price points, different products of high quality for the customers, like we are launching. The cost strength that we have is very, very deep. As you know, we are a technology biased company. So we've gone broad on our technology and deep. For instance, our cell gigafactory is already under construction. And we will be the first company in this country to deliver a lithium-ion cell to the country. And this will be a huge step for India as an economy. So the own cells is again going to reduce costs further. So our ecosystem is built around a proper, logical, profitable business model that is not dependent on subsidies.
All right. All right. Arun, we've run out of time, but thank you very much for joining us, giving a sense of the price increases that Ola is going to announce and has announced, in fact, and their plans to IPO, plans for more investments and product plans as well. Thanks once again. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We are reporting from the G20 Secretariat here in New Delhi. And in a short while from now, we will get you an exclusive interview with G20 Chief Coordinator Harshvardhan Shringla about the G20 meet in Srinagar and the logistical preparations for the leaders meeting in September. Don't go anywhere. That exclusive coming up.